Hi, everybody. It's been a long time since I posted. I think it's been like 3 weeks. I try to post every 2 weeks, but I've just been really busy. And while this is something that's important to me, it's not of utmost importance, especially because I have like 18 subscribers, which is more than the last time I checked, by the way, which is great. We are now 7 subscribers away from our goal, and then once we hit our goal at 25 subscribers, we will be doing a Q&A, and I would like it if at least like half the subscribers commented, so I actually have a video to make, so it's not just like 2 minutes long. Okay, but onto the main video. You see in the title it says it's time to get obsessed with the usual stupid Bojack, but you know he's pretty jacked, and you see it's that one creation of the Stoic statue. I probably should have thought to like do a little research into what the statue resembles, but it didn't cross my mind, even though I've been thinking about this video for about 2 weeks now. But it is time for you to get obsessed with something. You need to focus, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people go their whole lives without focusing. Every human being has something innate within them which is so spectacularly amazing that it separates us from every other animal ever. And what that is, I don't know. Nobody knows, really. Nobody can say with 100% confidence because we don't know. We literally don't know. Personally, I think it's a soul, but deep innate within all of us, we also have a talent. Everybody is talented at least one thing. Everybody in the world is insanely good at something. And that means not only does everyone have worth, including you, a lot of people will look at this and go, oh, not me though. You've got something, dude. Everyone's got something. But you have something great, okay? It is time for you to really zoom in and really obsess. And in order to know what it means to be obsessed with something, we have to first look at the definition of obsession, which I have right here. You'll see on this side, boring dictionary meaning, which is obsession, the state of being obsessed with someone or something. And then over here, you've got Flynn's awesome meaning. There's glare on it. I should have been paying attention already, but I'm reading it out for you anyways. Obsession, a thought constantly on one's mind. Now, I'm not telling you need to be on a date with your girlfriend and thinking about your 9-to-5 job at McDonald's. All right. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to be in the back of your mind thinking, what can I be doing to improve in this thing that I am passionate about? Passionate. It's all about passion. For me, that's boxing. I'm very passionate about boxing. I love the art. It honestly pulled me out of a very dark time, along with bringing me back to things from my past that I lost, that I really needed, which includes this kind of thinking, like this kind of thought process. But someone's washing their hands. Sorry, I thought I heard running water, and I did. They must just have the door open. Sidetracked, sorry. But everyone has something that they can be passionate about, because everyone has a talent. And you know what? It doesn't matter at all what anyone else thinks of your talent is. If your talent is a super niche video game, if you can make ends meet, play that video game. If that's what you love doing and it makes you happy and it makes you feel fulfilled, most of the time video games aren't what it's going to be. But for very few people, yeah, it'll make you feel fulfilled fully. If that's what it is, do it. If it is your 9-to-5 job at McDonald's, get an 8 to 6. See what you can push. Like, you have to give, for something that you love, you should be giving more than 100%. You should be giving 110, 120, 130, however far you can push that barrier, right? And that's a bad example because obviously you can't just pick up more hours, because most places aren't going to let you do that, especially not at McDonald's, I think. I don't know. I haven't even joined the workforce yet. I don't really know how it works, but I am pretty sure that you can't just do that, you know? But it's insanely important, and a lot of people don't realize this. It is insanely important just to have something in your life that you can strive for. As human beings, we are made to have something to strive for. Sorry for the little intermission, but I do want to remind you guys, I'm going to talk really fast. 25 subs, there is a Q&A. 100 subs, there's another Q&A. At 250, I will probably be doing a vlog. At 500, I don't have it planned. And then at 1,000, however, this is more of a gift for me and not you guys, but it's also a gift for you guys. My father said that he will get me my own Mac if I reach 1,000 subscribers, like if the channel actually gets serious. And that is really good for both of us because that means, one, I can actually edit my videos. Like, it'll be easier to edit my videos, so I will actually have the patience to do it. I'll also have the patience to actually learn. Two, it also means I can download Minecraft and play like Minecraft mods that I've wanted to play ever since I was a kid. That also means I could start streaming. I could really just branch out to a lot of different things and create more content for you guys. It would also just really speed up the process quite a lot, and might even mean that I can get a mic that I can get hooked up so you guys don't have to hear any background noise. It is kind of lo-fi in here. I make sure to turn off my fan and my sound machine and all the things in my room that can cause noise, but you really never know in Florida how thin your walls are until you've moved in for about a year, and these walls are insanely thin and you can still hear everything. So if I get a mic, that would be amazing. Maybe I can even get those. I don't know where I would put it because I'm in a corner, but I'm not backed up against the corner. You guys are against the corner. I mean, you can see my bed back there. Obviously, I'm not. But maybe I could even get those little pads that reaction YouTubers and gaming YouTubers had on the walls back in the day. Anyways, back to the video. Just in case you forgot because of the intermission, I was saying that it is insanely important for human beings to have something that they strive for. Every human being has a part of their brain. I don't know what it is. I know for a fact it's there because every single human has it. And that is if you guys just saw anything come out of my hair, know that it was not dry shampoo. It was just shampoo that got dried and left in because, I mean, you can see, look at the shine. Obviously, I washed my hair earlier. I was having a very bad hair day, so I had to wash my hair just to reset it because I was planning on actually recording this video finally. But sidetracked again, it is insanely important for every human being to have something that they strive for because in our minds, innately, we just need something to work towards. It's insanely healthy for the human mind, the human psyche, to have something that we look forward to every day. Now, that can be something as simple as coming home and having a cat, having a dog. But that's not going to fulfill a lot of people. I mean, you look online, look at all the people that just sit their time online complaining. Number one, they're online 12 hours a day. A little bit of a red flag, don't you think? I don't think your life's going to get any better that way. Number two, they live alone in a colorless home with nobody else. They've completely isolated themselves. They've chosen to isolate themselves. Now, I get introversion does exist, and social anxiety also exists, but I've never had to deal with it myself, so I can't say with 100% sincerity, but I used to be a little introverted. I think I still am a little bit. Like, I don't really like people, but I have no problem talking to people. In fact, the main reason I made this channel is because I'm homeschooled, and I don't get to talk to people anymore, so I get to talk to you guys instead. That really just sounded like I was like institutionalized and then sent to homeschool, and my parents don't let me leave the house. They let me leave the house. I do get to talk to people at boxing very frequently. But anyways, back to the video idea. Whoa. Y'all see them gains? Whoa, what the Sigma, you see that? That's so cool. I'm so awesome. That's the mindset you need to have, by the way. You might think it's ego. No, I've had to force myself into thinking that way. Which is, again, I'm gonna go on a little rant. Not a lot of people in today's society really have control over themselves, and that's step one. You need control over yourself. And not because you need to trick yourself into doing something, although sometimes that does come in handy. Not because you need to lie to yourself, not because you need to, any of these unhealthy things. You need to be able to control yourself out of self-respect. If you don't have the discipline to get up in the morning and go do what you need to do, you lack self-respect for yourself. Same thing if you're falling in love with someone after 2 days of talking to them, you don't have enough respect for yourself. That's just an example. And I don't say any of these things. I would like to just make sure that we're on the same page. I don't say any of these things to hate on people, but it is true. It is true. I don't hate you. I used to have these problems. I've worked on them myself. For a while I did hate you. For a while I did resent you. I'll admit that. But I've also worked on that side of myself because I value my own peace. And a lot of people in today's modern society just don't. I always go on a rant about modern society. It's just humans in general. I don't know why. It just rolls off the tongue and it gets people's attention. It's quick and snappy. It's a buzzword. Ooh, 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 ooh. You hear me? You paying attention? A lot of people don't really pay attention. Which you don't need to be. I intend for these videos to be played in the background. Honestly, I don't expect people to really like me that much or go out of their way to watch me. But, if you're organizing your Minecraft chess room or you're building in Minecraft, those are the only 2 times I'm watching YouTube videos. That's the only example I got. Anything else, if you're cleaning or doing schoolwork and you're just listening to me, or hey, you know what? If you're just straight up raw dogging my videos, man, I appreciate you. You're cool for that. You're pretty sick for that, actually. I really mess with you. You're cool, dude. You're pretty cool. Just like me. We're cool together. You and me. We on the same page here? I just Charles Xaviered you. Anyways. I'm going to be really lightheaded for a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I should not be using my powers like that in video because it's really cutting in to the video time, and we really have to hurry because I want to go play more Fallout 4 before I have to go to bed. Okay, let's get this show on the road! Anyways. End of the story, dude. You gotta lock in. You gotta be obsessed with something. It is a lost form, and it is humanity's rawest form of talent, and that's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been building up to. That's going to be the name of this video. I just came up with that on the spot. That's what I've been trying to communicate, and I haven't been able to do it. But I've already recorded this much of the video, so I'm not backing out, and I'm not going to re-record because I want to go play Fallout 4 before I have to go to bed. But end of the story, dude. Rawest form of talent. It's in every single human. You have to be obsessed. If you really want... there's 2 fine lines between obsession. If you want a negative view of obsession, go watch the movie Whiplash. 10 out of 10 movie, by the way. Easily the second best movie I've ever watched. Forrest Gump is the best movie I've ever watched, by the way. That is an amazing movie. You should go watch it if you haven't. You know who you are. One of my friends said she hasn't watched it. You need to watch it. And then if you want a positive sign of obsession, do I got a tale for you? And that brings us into today's object that I'm going to go show off. I'll be right back. Here it is. Monkey D. Luffy. He's in a pose because he's set up on a little box on my shelf. So I'm going to be very delicate not to mess up this positioning because embarrassingly so, it took me 20 minutes to perfect. So, I'm not going to change it just for this video. But if you want a positive showing of obsession, go watch all 1,000 episodes of One Piece. Because this man, Monkey D. Luffy, he might look like an idiot, and he is an idiot. But he's also kind of not. And he is so hyper-obsessed with becoming king of the pirates, but in a positive way. See, in Whiplash, you see he's willing to insult others, push them out of his way, bring them down, drag them down below him, as if, because he already sees them as below him because of his pride. But in One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy liberates people. He reminds them that it's okay to be obsessed with something, and it's also okay to fail. It is okay to go ahead and really just appreciate your goals and to inspire other people to follow theirs as you go along, because you are so dead set on getting yours. Mind you, there's a lot of other people that want to be king of the pirates. But when they meet Luffy, I can't say that. Now, a lot of them still want to be king of the pirates. But you don't have to want to be king of the pirates in order to get the Luffy effect. There's a guy named Bellamy who is kind of a bum. He's kind of a bum that has a big mouth. But he grew to admire Luffy after getting served, like getting straight BTA, like he got served. And he started to admire Luffy a little bit. And then Luffy shows up. I'm not going to spoil too much because you should just watch it. It's near like the 700 episode mark. And Luffy comes and he frees him from something that he didn't even know he was imprisoned by, which was he wasn't living his dream. He didn't want to be king of the pirates. You know what he wanted to do? He wanted to make pirate flags and tapestries. And you know what? We see in an SBS cover that he is way happier making these pirate flags and tapestries, and he's a fan of Luffy now, which is amazing. So if you want to be the good kind of obsession, follow in Monkey D. Luffy's footsteps. That's all for today. Goodbye. Wait. You know I have to sign it off like this. Good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That Jim Carrey guy is a clone.